The NFL draft is a fun time of year. I mean, it's the full of possibilities, mock drafts, even more mock drafts, and then players that you really want to take a flyer on for your respective team. And yes, we try to cover every NFL team as often as we can, and once we do this for a living, we'll be doing it every day and covering every NFL team every week. But for now, we're stuck getting out what we can right now, and I think at the end of the day, there is a lot to like if you are an NFL team, and as it pertains to Jordan Davis. The man is a bad man, but one team in particular that we think should take a flyer on him or draft Jordan Davis in the first round or second round, I think, is the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, some might think that this is not necessarily a huge need for the Raiders. I would disagree not hugely, because I do think the Raiders need to get a better offensive lineman. I think most likely tackle, is more the way I would go about it. But Jordan Davis is just, if he falls that far, I believe the Raiders are like drafting 22 or something like that. You have to kind of ask yourself, if you are the Raiders, okay, are we going to be able to live with ourselves if we just pass on this guy? And I don't know. I truthfully don't know. I think the Raiders, they've got some special defensive tackles in Jonathan Hankins, and Darius Philon was very good this last year. But I think overall, if a talent like Jordan Davis falls to you, I don't think that you can just walk away from that. I think you have to draft him, because he's a player that, he controls the entire line. He just owns the trenches, and that's a player that you get Darius Philon. Are you going to sit here and tell me that if you don't want that if your four starting defensive linemen for the Las Vegas Raiders would be Max Crosby, Jordan Davis, Darius Philon, and Unique Ngakoue, you wouldn't like that? Are you kidding me? That's easily a top 10 defensive line in the entire NFL. Immediately. A little bit of a background on Jordan Davis. Is 6'6", 340. That's right, you heard me right. This boy he's huge, and he leaves an even bigger impact. Let's try this out for size. He was ninth in Heisman voting as a defensive tackle. If that doesn't tell you anything, I'm just going to mic drop there, because this man, he leaves such a big impact. Just won a natty with the Georgia Bulldogs, and you can see right here, the moment he stepped on campus, the moment he stepped on the field for the Bulldogs, he made an impact. Played in a total of 10 games as a freshman, 1.5 sacks as well as 1.5 tackles for loss. Now, not blowing up the stat sheet, but if you just watch this man, he eats up blockers, and he does everything you want him to do, and he's so tough to block. And when he gets to the NFL, I'm really excited to see what he does, particularly in the pass rush side of things. So if you look at his last 2 years, junior and senior, he only had 1 sack, but keep in mind he only did play in 7 games. But his senior year, he came back. And just doubled his stats from the year before. 5 total tackles for losses, 2 sacks. And again, if you look at him, he's not going to be Aaron Donald in terms of pass rush. He's not going to go and get double-digit sacks, but he has really honed his game very well. When you watch the tape on him from his junior to his senior year, he's become a player that, he used to be more of a run stuffing, good luck getting him, moving him, and a guy that could rush the passer as well, but he has made it, he has definitely really honed his pass rushing skills, and I think he's going to be a good player, because, it's one thing in the NFL draft is if you can get a player that is really good at one thing, but if they can do 2 things, especially on the defensive line, as a run stuffing like Jordan Davis is kind of known for, and again, 6'6", 340, you are not moving this man. You are not moving this man. He's going to need 2, maybe 3 blockers in the NFL to be able to block this guy. I think consistently you're going to need to double team this guy. And the best way I can relate to it as a Vikings fan is back in, I want to say 2014, the Vikings signed Linval Joseph, and Linval was 6'4". I'm gonna go get his dimensions. I didn't even know if I was gonna bring this up or not. But Linval Joseph, and now he's with the Chargers, and he's still playing at a high level. But peak Linval Joseph, 6'4", 329. So has about 30 pounds less than a guy like Davis, and he's to a couple inches shorter. But a guy like that has a little bit of shimmy in the pass rush, not to mention being dominant in the run game. It elevates your team. It just makes everybody's job so much easier. If you can get Jordan Davis and Darius Philon down in the middle, guys like Denzel Perryman and a linebacker that I think that the Raiders need to go get, particularly an outside linebacker, guys like that, if you can just put bodies in front of them that just take up blockers, that makes their job so much easier so they can fly around and make plays. And I think Jordan Davis is the man to do that. I think he's the guy that could really set this defense over the edge. Now, again, not going to be a huge pass rush specialist, but he does just enough. He does a lot in the pass game to warrant being double teamed, and he's like we said, he's added a lot to that game, an aspect of his game as well. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Check out our website at thesportsbriefpodcast.com. Also in the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. We'd greatly appreciate it. Check us out, on iTunes. Give us a listen and sub there. And then also, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would be glad to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about why the Las Vegas Raiders need to draft Jordan Davis.